There we go, cosplayer. And that completes the list. Platinum trophy earned. Should you go for the Toem Platinum Trophy? Toem is a beautiful looking adventure game where you set off on an expedition with nothing but your trusty camera in hand. You start off in your home area of Homelander.
Wow. That's impressive.
And eventually trek across several other areas to uncover the mysteries of Toem. The game is set in what one could assume are areas of a fictional Scandinavian place, and you traverse across different beautiful landscapes such as a city, a seaside town, a snowy mountain, and a forest. On the way to the promised land, in this case, the Platinum Trophy for us trophy hunters, there is an assortment of things you need to do, such as petting a dog, walking 1,000 miles in certain shoes, and capturing photos of specific people. The story is quite simple, and the game as a whole sort of feels like one fun, pacifist Pokemon adventure. Rather than defeating gym leaders and moving on to the next area until you get to the end, beat the Elite Four, and eventually finish the game, here you are snapping photos and completing quests to carry on to the next area until you make it to the finale. Even though the game is 99.9 black and white, the whole world and characters are stunning, vibrant, and filled with life.
Alright.
In each area of the game, you have to complete certain quests for characters, such as reuniting a balloon kid with his family and bringing customers to a hot dog truck. Once you have completed X amount of quests, you are then able to take a bus to the next section. Doing this at every place will grant you a Visit So-and-so trophy. Similarly, completing every quest in an area will grant you another trophy. If you do get stuck on something or do not know where to go next, there are a couple of good guides out there that can help you out. I personally used Hey Poor Player's text guide and Bad Driver's video guide.
Help me! Help me!
Even though the game was fairly straightforward and the majority of trophies were easy enough to get, one that stands out was Look at Those Cuties, which was to photograph all of the development team's animals in the game. You have to photograph every animal in the game to get a trophy, and 10 of these are actual pets of the people who developed the game, and they all have their own real names too. Touches like this really put a smile on your face and show you just how much effort and care the developers put into the game. Snapping these 10, along with every other animal in the game, will net you 2 trophies. Like the previous trophies, if you get stuck or cannot find an animal, the guides are there to help. There are no missable trophies in the game, and you are able to travel to and from any area you have accessed. So you do not have to collect every trophy in one area to move on to the next. It isn't really possible to get every trophy in every area to move on anyway, so do not worry about that. Even though this isn't too difficult, completing all quests in the game is still the hardest trophy. There are a total of 64, and some could be quite hard to understand or find, so to help you with this, well, I don't think I have to mention the guides again. Completing all quests will net you the hardest trophy in the game. So, should you go for the Toem Platinum Trophy? The gameplay is quite fun and it is very easy to play with a lot of different things to see and do. The art style, although quite simple, is amazing, and the story and dialogue are funny and entertaining. It is not a hard game by any means, and it is definitely suitable for all ages. As mentioned 500 times throughout this review already, if something does get confusing or hard, check out a guide. This ain't no Dark Souls, so hopefully you won't have to. It is a rather short game and you should be able to get this done in less than 5 hours. But it could take you a lot longer if you want to take your time talking to everybody you meet and exploring every nook and cranny you see. There isn't really anything bad to say about this game, therefore I think you should go for this platinum trophy.